Hi, my name is Story Grub. And that's how the West was won. Not with a bang, but a whimper. A slightly off little whimper. A little whimper snapper. Snamper. Whimper snamper. That's what we call them. That's what we call them here in the hood. Sorry to get real, but it's time to get real. This is the Story Grub Club. You expect nothing less. Or you expect more. I'm afraid I just don't know anymore. I think I'm okay with that. Spirals within spirals. You guys are too nice. What, this old thing? Come on. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. It's paper. It's not too hard. You could burn it up in a heartbeat. It could all be gone in just 1 second. That's how art imitates life, I suppose. One of the many ways. Oh, hey, cat. I thought I was just gonna die. I thought my cat was gonna do me in. One of these days, I'll have to have her do it live if she ever does do it, even if it's on accident. My murderous little planning, plotting kitty cat. Be one way to go. Wait till you look at it upside down. Snowboard? Or what's Erica? What is SMT head? Smart head? If you ever want to make art like this, it's easy. What you do is you, for example, you come up here, you draw a circle, right? A little circle. You know what circles are? Circles are a key to the universe. You ever look at bubbles in water and how they connect? How they're not perfect spheres, right? It's like atoms. It's like how we're all made up of atoms. And at a microscopic level, you can pass something right through us, hypothetically. But all these little things add up. And perspective matters. Where you've been, where you're going. It helps you decipher what you actually see in the real world. Helps you make sense of things. But what happens when your senses play tricks on you? Those are called illusions. Or fairy tales. I, for one, like them both. I like it all. Why not? But it's important to connect the dots, to find those things in life that connect. Get away from things that disconnect. You should be out there connecting, learning, growing, not devolving. I think art helps me evolve, helps me look at the world around me like it's new every single time. I look at the same thing over and over and over, and I can see 1,000 different things, you know. Especially if it's a banana. Bad joke. These pens are kind of, I think they must be old or something. Or maybe I'm just getting old. Today I turned 1,339. So, feeling a little bit old. It's bound to happen, I guess. To the best and the worst of us. And somehow, I'm okay with that as well. What time is it here? Where I am? Or in Brazil? Here at the Story Grove Club, there's no such thing as time. Only clocks. And according to my clock, it's almost 10 o'clock p.m. But that's my clock, you know. Time doesn't matter. You know, I don't give no stinking rat ass about no time. Fuck time. Time can go suck pig time. You little pig sucker. Not for me and not for you. Doesn't look good on any of us. Not anymore. What are we, like, running some kind of contest? I mean, we all know what dies. Whatever. Shit. I ruined the punchline. We all know who dies in the end. We all die in the end. Why hurry? Why be in a hurry? Everybody's always in such a hurry. I'm just talking. I'm talking about people out in the world. I'm not talking about here online. Because I'm always curious as to what time it is in other places too. Sorry, I have a cough. Sorry. But also, it's like when you break it down, time, such a weird freaking thing. Because it exists, obviously, because there's an equation to where you can like twist time and like manipulate time. Time is an actual thing, but can't prove it yet. I mean, time travel. I can't wait though. I mean, I guess I can. Guess I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to wait to take my turn on the time machine sleigh ride. Maybe we already have, and this is like the future, or like the timeline that like Biff took in Back to the Future. Somebody did that. They went back in time and fucked everything up, and now it's all like instead of like us living in the future where we drive hovercrafts or whatever that are fueled by air or some shit. We went the Biff Tanner route, and we just gave all of the money and all of the power in the world to rich moguls and turned the entire planet into an oligarchy. Believe it or not, we're all. Well, I won't go there. Christmas is tomorrow, and I don't want to fuck with anybody's plans, you know. Merry Christmas, by the way, everybody. 2022 was a weird ass year. What's that? Huh? Sorry, folks, I'm getting something in my ear. Oh, right. Scratch that last, folks. I was just reminded that this is Dimension 6, which means the timeline we just went into 2025, like 2 days ago. So, scratch that. I thought we were in Dimension 3 still. Those cats at Moonbase 12 have me all fucked up. Lo siento. What in the devil? Well, hello, Arts. How the heck are you? Have you been waiting long? Do you want some water? I'll have my secretary get you something. Susan, yeah. Would you get Arts? Yes. Arts with Sharia? Yeah. How do you pronounce your name? I want to sound cool in front of my secretary. Sharia. Sharia. Yeah, she just winked at me, so I think we're cool. Do you like water? Do you want some water? They want water, and they want you to speak their name. What's their name? What do you mean? What's their name? I just said it. Sorry, it'll just be 1 second. Yes, they will have some water. No bubbles. No bubbles, right? You're Indian. I am Caucasian. I'm American. That's bad English. I am bad English. I am bad English humanoid cyborg. Nice to meet you. I was born in it, in the darkness of California. That's cool. Where in India are you from? Pray tell. But don't tell too much, because there are people watching that shouldn't be watching. And I have given out way too much already. So if you are who you say you are, you'll meet me at the lookout point tonight at 12 o'clock. And we're going to settle this once and for... Wait a second. Who is this again? What is happening? My age? We were just talking about time. Are you late to the bus? Are you late to the movie? We just played that movie. I'm 1,139 years old today. Happy birthday to me. And you. Thank you so much. I love you all so goddamn much. Anyways, I only say that to people that I actually care about, by the way. I ain't no shim sham, no flim flam. But I like to draw. Watch this. Bam! And then this, check this out. What? This thing's going that way, and then, huh? Boom. Stupid. That looks like a nose. Some kind of hideous, ugly, beautiful, tragic nose made of gold and bad memories. Sorry. 1 second. Yes, way. Absolutely. Yes, way. Yesterday I was 1,138 years old, and today I'm 1,139 years old. Yes, absolutely. And the name of my God is Yesway. It's weird because my God is only 10 days old. I'm just as confused as the rest of you. I am older than my own God. Huh? I mean, who writes this shit? Oh, that's right. Terry does. Terry, you son of a bitch. What did I do? Oh, just shut up. Gosh. Some of the people I have to work with. Hello! Some of the shit that we have to do. Like this morning. I'll give you an example. This morning, I ripped out my coffee cup. I did that. That's all. That's the example. Like, my Terry didn't do it. My secretary didn't do it. None of the producers did it. I have 10 people surrounding me right now in this room, watching me doing what I'm doing, and none of them are even blinking an eye or even like, why are you all just standing? They all have this like the most expressionless looks on their faces because they're afraid to make me mad. Okay, that's what's really. Are you all afraid that I'm gonna get mad? Well, I'm not. I don't get mad. I get bloody glad that you're all going to hell someday, and that I have the worst accent known to anybody this side. Oh shit, this side of the Gibraltar, the Rock. You sons of bitches. Welcome to. Oh fuck, I can't. Welcome to the Rock. Now you're gonna fuck some shit up. Hold on, hold steady. Hold steady, you son of a. Look at that. There we go. We're fine. See, I wanted to turn it upside down. Now you can have it. You can look at it a different way. And do you see how this little face pops out? Like a little baby popping out, being born. I don't even know. Who cares, right? Sorry for the movement. There was an earthquake right under my feet. That's what happens when I dance. I'm a dancer by trade. I just draw for the heck of it. It's just something I started doing about 3 days ago. I sat down, smoked a bunch of crack, and I was like, I want to fucking draw. So I had to quit crack first, because I got hooked really bad. So and I spent like 13 years in a rehab in Montreal. Yeah. And then I got out 2 days ago, which is the day after I got in, and it was just so confusing and weird. Whirlwind of emotions, my friends. And then I came out and I started drawing this, and the rest is. Then you guys showed up, and now we're all just talking shit about everybody else in the world and feeling better about ourselves. Staring at ourselves in the mirror with our shirts off, flexing and posing and whatnot. And I think we're good. I think we're good. Hey, Mom, we're good. Thank you, though. You guys don't want any cupcakes? She made cupcakes. No, they're good. Thanks, Mom. I think they're all vegans. Yeah. I know. Oh, I know, Mom. It's okay. She loves vegans. Oh, and does anybody have any questions? I don't think I have any answers. Maybe that helps if you had any questions. Thank you, Therma. She was telling a knock-knock joke. Whoa, that was a good one. It's my water heater. Therma. I've still got a bit of a cold. I'm white on the outside, young on the inside, but old on the outside. And crusty. Like a bloody crusty beggar. Is that not cool to say anymore? Is beggar still a thing? Oh, Therma. Don't you dare. Don't you dare go there, Therma. Oh! You slut. I know, we all know you've been around. well, no, literally, you're a barrel. You're a tube. You're round. You're tall and round and beautiful, you big, round, beautiful bitch. Sorry, people, if you're listening. Sometimes the bad English in me just has to say bad English stuff, which means, unfortunately, bad words. Sometimes. I do apologize. I'm so shit. Sorry. Terry, can you hold the cue cards up so I don't fucking go off topic? Because when I do, I cuss all the fucking time, Terry. Terry got really quiet in here. Terry? Mom, stop him. Stop. Oh my god, stop him. Don't let him leave. This is bullshit. Okay. Terry, sit down. Mom, thank you for holding him down. Hold him. Listen, Terry. I have something to say. Terry, I love you, yes I do, but I will kill you, Terry. Every night until the sun comes up, Terry, I'll kill you. Red, white, and blue. Terry, you little son of a gun, you stopped me from having too much fun, but I tell you what, you little chicken butt, I'm gonna eat you alive. Red, white, blue, who says it's true that you are even here, are even alive? 'Cause I'll kill you, Terry. Oh yeah, red, white, and blue. Alright. That was my Caucasianoid, humanoid, True Blood American Red, White, and Blue song. About my producer, Terry. Terry, you know I love you, you son of a bitch. Alright. He's smiling. He knows. He knows I love him. Mom, you can let him go now. Terry, don't leave though. Alright. Where were we? I think I was drawing a... that's kind of suggestive there. I think I was drawing a big penis right here. So, I mean, obviously, something's going on there. Can't be the first one that's seen that. Definitely not the last one that's thought about it, though. We all got to start somewhere, friends. And why not just start at the penis? Why not? It's right there. Might as well just take care of it. Son of a gun. How did it come to this? How did it all come? Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember now. I just can't tell. I just can't say it on YouTube. And I won't. I'll never, ever, ever say it on YouTube. No, it's not a big deal. It's not the big deal. All right. Thank you. I actually just won a scholarship with Hobby Lobby to do their new marketing campaign and everything. So I'm really looking forward to it. They wanted a bunch of boobs and penises and asses and all sorts of cool shit in their art. So I'm gonna reserve this spot up here for Hobby Lobby, and I'm looking forward to working with them. I'm gonna be fucking. I'm gonna be really fucking rich, rich of spirit, friends. Not rich of wealth and fame, all that shit too. But not. I'm not gonna be full of myself. I'm just gonna be full of money. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. If anybody wants some money, just come and find me because I'm gonna have a shitload of it. I'm just gonna be like fucking giving people that shit. Yeah. Uh, uh. Sorry, that was a weird little fever dream I just had. But seriously, if anybody has any money, put it in some kind of envelope or like a paper airplane, and just shoot it off into the sky, and it'll find me. I swear to God, it'll find me, or I will find it. Just let me know when you send it. That way, I can actually go out and look for it. The more money, the better. Even if it's fake, I don't care. I just like the look, and I like the look of wealth and fame, and I want to taste it just a little bit, just a little, just enough. I don't know, just for fun. What's the worst that could happen? I'm such a dork. Believe me, it's like I say this stuff that actually comes out of my mouth, and I have to live with myself 24 hours a day. So I apologize in advance for coughing as well. I have a cold. I'm getting over a cold, and these cough drops are not helping at all. But I am on the other side of it, so I'm excited. Happy New Year to everybody. I mean that. 2025. What a strange, weird number. I think it's pretty remarkable. I love the idea of it being a quarter century. That's weird. The past 25 years, man, a lot has happened. Some weird shit. I sincerely hope you all are safe and your family is safe and well fed and taken care of. All that happy horse shit. This world, even with the people you disagree with, wouldn't be the same kind of world without them. We gotta keep each other on our toes, I suppose. To our detriment, to our demise sometimes, unfortunately, but still. That's how humans are, that's how we've always been. We're very primitive, primal, instinctual, tribal, weird ass little things, but we're capable of some of the most wonderful, amazing, adorable. I don't know. All I know is people have been making art for, man, as long as humans have been around, I guarantee that much. And even to be like making at the caliber of work that they were doing, the sheer beauty of the work that they were doing in like Mayan temples and Egyptian pyramids and whatnot, like hieroglyphs, petroglyphs, even God, to be spending your time doing that when there's so much more important things to do. It's like they understood how important art was to further their culture. Artists were treated. They were some of the most important people in society, and nowadays it's just this entertainment. It's like the entertainment wing of the government or some shit. I don't know. Everybody acts like Hollywood is like the big bad wolf or something like that. I'm like, y'all know that that's just the fourth branch of the government or whatever. It's just a bunch of weirdos everywhere, unfortunately in powers of position as gatekeepers. because ultimately everybody sells out, everybody buys in if they can. And that's, unfortunately, that's the kind of world we live in, where people would rather kick the ladder down from behind, so nobody can get up behind them, rather than bringing whatever it is up there down to the rest of us, or building more ladders. It's true, not all of us can be famous, or not that I'm not even talking about fame. I'm just talking about living in a world where people are there's a balance, and people can find a balance, and their purpose is their goal, instead of trying to find a fourth job so they can pay rent in a studio apartment in America. People's priorities shouldn't be to survive. I mean, not if they're doing what they can, or everything that everybody told them that they should do all their lives. And then they get to a certain age and they're like, what the fuck? This isn't what it's all about. This isn't what everybody told me. But then you start complaining. Everybody's like, shut up. Be grateful with what you got. You looked at it like you're fucking crazy for having dreams. You shut up and you take those little licks, and you'll like it. Nah, I don't have to like it. I can always strive to be something more than I am. Not that I am anything at all. But I mean something to some people. And there's some people that love me. And that's good enough for me. My stupid heart. I have a really big heart. It gets me into trouble. But it won't stop me from loving. Some dumbass people again, I'm sure. I meet people, like, I work customer service, and I meet people all the time. And I'm the kind of person that just falls in love with people, like, right on the spot. Because I can read, I don't know, I'm not like a fucking soothsayer or something like that, but I can, like, read people for what it is, and I can tell when people are kind, or if they have kindness in their heart. And I'll stand with those people to the end. I'll defend those people to the end too, so that they can remain kind. The world needs more kindness, I suppose. All you need is love. There's a great line in that shit, though. There's nothing that you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can see. Sing that isn't sung. It's nothing you can do, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. There's nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't be saved. There's nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy. And it's not even falling in love. It's finding out that you have the capacity of said love. Sometimes I'm reminded of how much I can actually feel. And it's overwhelming sometimes when you think that you had forgotten or never would feel a certain way again, Even if it's a horrible feeling, I mean, it's just, sometimes it's, to feel anything so deeply is very important for us, In a world that tells us to not feel a thing, or contradicts itself every step of the way. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. But again, like, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna go work on a mural tomorrow. So I probably should head off here in a minute. I do appreciate the company. I'm really goofy and silly, but I'm only doing that kind of stuff mainly just because I think I get serious sometimes, and I feel like that's boring too. But I gotta say some stuff sometimes. I can't just sit here in silence. And most of the music I try to listen to gets old after a while. But I like the silence. There's a face in there. Forgot about him. I think that's okay, you know. Just gotta, just gotta find your own way of your own. What am I looking for? What word am I looking for? I've never had that problem. I just sit down and I draw and something happens. But sometimes I don't like what I draw. You know, I hate the shit that I draw. So I'll just like scrap it, right? But then shit. But then I drop the pen. Um, but then somebody else comes along or something, or I pull it out of a drawer, or throw it in the garbage or something like that, and then somebody's like, "What? You're throwing that away? What?" I'm like, "Really? You like this piece of shit?" You know. So I mean, it's everybody has a different everybody has a different approach to art. You know how they make it. I am super inspired by a lot of great artists, and I'll never be able to do what they do. You know. But I think we're in the same ballpark. I think that they're because I was drawn, mm, inspired by them, I guess, or influenced by them. You know, same thing with music, in a sense where you can be inspired by something. Not that you're gonna or influenced, but it doesn't mean you're copying it. It just means it's an homage. And so all of my stuff, I was just telling somebody this earlier. Where all it is to me, I look at it, and all I see are all of my favorite artists. You know, like Robert Crumb, MC Escher, H.R. Giger, like tons of Mayan art, like Mexican art. I love Mexican art. Um, or just I don't even know what that's not probably the best way to say that. I'm thinking like because even in Peru, I mean, it's not just Mexican art, it's South American, I guess, or whatever would be the correct term, sort of. Even though there's ancient art everywhere that I love, it's just art. You know, when it speaks to you, it speaks to you. It doesn't matter where it comes from or what time of the day it is. But my advice would just be to concentrate on the times when you're trying to draw, or like when you are drawing and you're having fun with it, for example, or concentrate on those times to find out why it's making you feel like what is it about what you're working on that makes you want to draw. Like, do you want to draw things from life? Like, do you want to look at you know, a vase with flowers in it and draw that? Or do you want to draw the vase of flowers from your memory or from your mind? I've always just wanted to draw stuff from my mind, from my own imagination. But I can also draw the vase with flowers. But try both. Try all sorts of different things until something just happens and you're like, oh yeah, no, this is what I like about art, or this is what I like about drawing. So I want to go into this direction, And just take your time and don't beat yourself up over it. The last place I feel like you should be sort of frustrated is when you're starting out with this kind of, well, with anything, when you're starting to learn something. I know it can be frustrating, of course, but try not to let it get to you. And just find out what kind of artist you are. And that's cool. It's cool because you get to make that choice. Nobody else can tell you what kind of artist to be. Like, you can make a million drawings and never show them to anybody, and you would still be a very wonderful artist. You know what I mean? just because all sorts of stuff. It takes all kinds, you know. So I don't know. I'm just babbling. This definitely took sort of like years to develop, a long time to develop. I used to draw on bathroom stalls, and that wouldn't make it any less artistic. So there's that too. Some of the best art I've seen are cave walls, you know, petroglyphs, and those things stand the test of time. You know, there's something to be said about the simplicity of art and just being okay with symbols and not. This is busy. It's obviously busy to me. But to me it's makes sense. It's how my brain works. But other people will look at it and see other things. You know, I don't know. I've just never been the kind of person that let anybody. I made a video the other day. I might as well draw while I'm talking. I made a video the other day about like 5 ways to stop making art or something like that, you know. And it's a total, obviously a joke, but if you go to the video, I released it like 2 days ago or whatever. I just get these ideas in my head, and then like 10 seconds later, I have a video and I just share it. I don't spend too much time like thinking, so how is this going to affect the children? You know, like eh, these people or this person called me out, and he was like, "Worst video ever. You're deterring the children from wanting to be artists." And I'm like, it's a fucking SNL skit for Christ. It's a bad well, SNL is bad, but it's a bad SNL skit if anything. Like no kid is gonna watch this and be like, "I don't want to draw anymore." It's like what the fuck. And so now like you always have to like think about who you're gonna fucking offend or something like that. It's the weirdest thing because the internet makes it to where everybody thinks that their opinions are they're better than everybody else because they get to be all hoity-toity about all these stupid things. And it's like, motherfucker, look at my channel. Like, I do nothing but support and tell people, encourage people to make art. And all I taught, my whole channel is devoted to art. It's like, shut the hell up, tourist. And that's what I'm saying to you. Don't let anybody ever come into your world and tell you, make you, even if it's you, sure, be a critic, but don't be an asshole to yourself. I'm not saying you are, but just don't ever be, you know, be an asshole to yourself if you're like thinking about doing horrible things. But when you're making art, just let it rip. Don't even think about fucking impressing people or impressing yourself. You just let it rip. You go to town, and you don't take questions. And you don't take you ask no you answer no shit. You answer no questions, and you spake no spake, and you snake no son of a bitch. You don't ask any. Just hold on. Don't ask any questions, and don't talk to strangers ever. Oh wait, that's not what I. God dang it! It doesn't matter. I totally whatever. You know what I was getting at. I make this kind of stuff too, this kind of art because it just always keeps me guessing. You know, I never know what's gonna happen next. Just like most, even if it's something that I sketch something out first a little bit, because I can't sketch this out first, right? But I would sketch a tree or like bodies or something, very lightly. And then I've never really done that, but I would. That's what I would do if I was gonna do it. But the beauty of the art of this kind of style for me, the important thing, anyways, behind it is that it's spontaneous and it excites me as I'm doing it because I don't know what's gonna happen next, and I don't know how it's gonna end. Where it's gonna end. And to me, that's the best part of the process is that it's just the biggest Bob Ross happy accident ever. you know, a lot of my art is I never think too much about it. So, and I think that's where you find your flow as well. It's your chi. You find your balance, your center, and you can just like You can tap into that. The older you get, it'll be easier and easier and easier. With the more drugs you drugs help. But if you're going to explore your mind, you just better be careful. Because sometimes the abyss looks back at you. But just be safe, and because even sober, exploring your mind can be terrifying, you know. But I've done both. I've gone down both roads, my friends. But managed to come out. I think I'm on top. I think I'm on top. Yeah. Who knows? Who cares? But I definitely believe in the importance of balance and knowing that you can't have one without the other. You can't have the dark without the light, kind of thing, you know? You'd be a fool to think that you could conquer either or, you know? Some people want to be evil. Some people want to be wretched. They thrive on it. They prey upon the weak. And others, they just have a light in them that can't be distinguished, you know? Those people are fucking cool. Can't believe those people even exist. But they do, and they're out there, and there's a lot of them. Me, I think I kind of fall somewhere in the middle, which is kind of where I want to be. Right in the middle. I want to remember where I came from, you know? Not forget what I'm capable of. That way I don't repeat the same mistakes. I used to make horrible decisions, hurt people that I loved. I can't go back and change it now. But I can just make sure it doesn't ever happen again. And art helps me make sense of my soul. Oh yeah, I draw every day. Like I said, I'm not one of those people that I've never had like, what is it? Like a creative block, like a writer's block sort of thing, you know? I've never had that problem. I've been sick. The only time I haven't been creative, I remember kind of recently because I have really bad back issues. Not like back issues of like comic books or magazines or something, but like literal, like my back. I have back issues. Like my back hurts a lot. And magazines from people like hitting me in the lower back with magazines on. So it is really sort of like a back issue thing. That's not important. What is important is that I was lying about that. It's just my lower back gets hurt from being a horrible worker and being really hard on my lower back for all those years, slanging pet food. So, anyways, I took not painkiller, a muscle relaxer because I also have like neck and shoulder issues too, and it was just all hitting me at once one night, and I think I took 2 of these like little 10 milligram things, and oh my god, they are the worst, man. If you're a creative, I do not recommend muscle relaxers. They shut your brain off like crazy. And I was just like so depressed because I didn't even want to draw and I didn't want to like think or do anything. And it was really miserable. So there's been times like that where something I took forced me to like not be creative, like just took it away. And it was just like, whoa, I'm like all those other people out there. When's the game? Let's get some nachos and watch the game. No, I wouldn't even want to do that. I'm just playing to all those people who actually like sports, but I don't like sports. I don't watch sports. I can get together with people and hang out while they're watching sports, but I'm not sitting there cheering on the team, or I don't know who the players are. I don't know what the fucking game is. I mean, it could be football, it could be foosball, it could be fucking golf, soccer, ball games, or whatever the fuck you all want to call it. All I know is that there's a bunch of rich ass people on the field that don't deserve all the money that they get, and the world is on fire, and we're all gonna die. So, no, I like that game. That's my favorite game. Staying alive. It's a lot easier now. Now that I have wings. I have wings. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I don't have wings. But I would really like some. So if somebody could send me money, I would love to buy wings with them. Thank you. Ah, that's $20. $20 should do it. So if all of you and your grandmothers sent me a nickel, yeah, I'd have about 30 cents. So if you could tell like other parts of your family as well, like we can get up to $20 so I can get that little thing and we settle this once and for all. Um, I guess maybe I do have a question. For where are you? Oh, you're leaving? Who's? I own a dog store. What in the heck? Sorry, I'm reading these comments now. What wonderful art. Okay, yeah. Yellow potatoes. Yellow potatoes. That's funny. Um, I was curious. Do you dream? Are you a dreamer? Do you have very vivid dreams? I'm a dreamer, and I know that influences my art in a huge way. But I have very, very, very vivid dreams. From the second I hit the pillow, from the second I'm waking up, I am in another fucking universe, and it's super vivid and colorful, and I can smell things and eat things, and I can fly and breathe underwater. I can control my dreams. All that stuff. I was just curious. Imagination art is the only thing that is a representation for freedom. When you start putting sharp rules in it, it loses its meaning. I absolutely agree with you. Sulo, thank you for that wonderful comment. Yeah. I mean, it's weird too because um, I make rules. I make up my own rules for my art. I'm sorry. Do you draw? Do you draw even if you don't? Oh yeah, you already answered that. I think I already answered that. Yes, I draw, but I always feel motivated to draw. Except for like I said, when I had taken like a muscle relaxer, or if I'm sick or something, like if I'm like literally like bedridden or something. But even when I'm sick and I call in sick from work or something like that, or had a fever, I would still be downstairs in the basement like working on something because I just feel. I mean, it's hard. It's I know that there's tons of people that feel the same way too, so I'm not trying to sound obviously like special, but if I didn't have a day job, art is just I could, and if I could make art my job, my life, and I have such big ideas that I don't know if I'll ever be able to do because I just don't have enough money or people to help. I don't even know what I need. But it's like the saying goes, build it and they will come. It's like I have all these ideas, I just don't know how to get them off the ground or who to talk to, and or it's that's the shame too because I do have people that I could talk to, but um, that maybe would be interested in some of, but they don't. Not that they would be interested. I mean, but that are in the world that I'm in, and they like old friends or something like that, but they don't seem to think I'm alive anymore or something like that. But then I'll start getting all negative if I start going down that rabbit hole. I was just talking to my mom and my aunt about that. How when I don't hear from people for long periods of time, I just think they hate me for some reason. Even though like all I have to do is pick up a phone and call them, and they would probably be like happy to hear from me. But no, I just sit and I worry that they hate me for some reason because they haven't contacted me. And I think it's just because that's how I was raised. It's like everything was my fault or so. I don't know. Everything was my fault. And if people weren't talking to me, it was because I did something or I said something or whatever. Sometimes it's true. Gonna admit it, but I've become quite a different person than I used to be. And sometimes I'm like, wow, it isn't as stupid as it sounds. I'm like, yeah, no, it's not like how it is in the movies at all. It's so stupid. I think like life's like a rom-com or something. Or or just that, you can like have that fight with your best friend, and then you can like fix it, and then at the end they come back like, yeah, I know I couldn't stay away, man, or whatever, like just like every cheesy 80s movies ever. But real life ain't like that. Sometimes those friends die and you don't get another chance. So, and sometimes, most of the time, they just have kids and they just grow up. I never grew up. Even when I thought I had, I hadn't. So, that's why I'm all alone. But I have a lot of friends in my head, so. And on YouTube. Not anymore. Now that I got all real and negative and shit. Yeah, I'm real. I'm real negative. Draw me a hamster. That'd be funny if somebody just came on here and they're like, "Can you draw like a little flower with some lines coming out of it?" And I'd be like, "Oh my God. Hell yeah, I could do that. Watch. A little flower with some little lines coming off of it. Absolutely. I could totally do that." But no, people are like, "Can you draw me a 1959 rocket Chevelle with customized diamond plates and a savvy little driver in the front seat with the Buckaroo Banzai license plate on the cover of the front bag of the magazine, Hampton Dock?" I'm like, what? Okay, start. Hold on. Yes, absolutely I can, but start over, slower. They're like, "It's written down because it's in the chat. You should be able to read it." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that joke didn't work." But it'd be funny if, I mean, it'd be cool if somebody saw what I was doing and they're like, "Oh, cool. Can you draw a hand holding a knife?" And I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, I could do that," you know? But no, they're like, "Draw a hamster," which is cute as hell. I'm like, "You must be 7 years old. Like, how in the hell are you watching this? It says I put no kids." I'll draw a hamster with its fucking head getting cut off and shit and stuff. Kids. I was drawing that when I was a kid. All right. I think I've got to go. I appreciate the company. It's cool. I'm actually drawing on like matting boards, so it's a lot different than paper. But I love I love drawing on it. But you definitely do have to go over the same spot a few different times to get a certain kind of dark that I'm after. But because I use Sharpay, I have to kind of roll with it like that. I have to take what I can get. I've never found another pen that suits what I do the way that these stupid ass pens do, even though I'm not a big fan of the ink. The ink is acidic, and eventually over time this will just disappear. I would say within, I've done drawings that are like 25 years old now with in the same Sharpies in there. They're not doing too bad, to be honest, but they're definitely aging. By the time they're like 30 or something like that, they'll be pretty much dead. But I got good scans of them. It's funny though. Sharpie is just like it's an invisible, or it's a disappearing ink essentially. Just takes a few decades. But I sure do love them. And I sure do love all of you. I sure do. And I'll sing you a little song. I'll sing you out. You silly little people that I love so gosh darn much. Oh, there we go. Oh. Earthquake, folks. Earthquake. Well, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go to the bathroom. Really, really goddamn bad. Wait, shit, what was I gonna... I wasn't gonna sing that song. I'm really tired and I smell like shit. Everybody, I'm gonna go to bed. smell like pee. And that's not all, it's you and me going home. Home on the range. Anyway, so yeah. I think that was the song I was originally gonna play. Anywho, I appreciate the company, everybody. And if you have a chance, look up Argus. He's one of my favorite weird Greek demons. Pretty sure he was Greek. Anywho, he had a bunch of eyeballs. Be safe out there. And I hope you and yours are good. And I hope your dreams come true. Y'all deserve so much. And when you get it, slip me a few nickels. I deserve it too.